I'm Daniel Staples. This is my senior project. It is a story that relates to our time period, the craziness of it, the franticness of it, and it is a way to step back and look at the tragedy and the chaos and the events of what has been going on in our world. I less wanted to make an argument so much as make something relatable and that spoke of what our time is and was and what the events of the past year have been. I made it this fantastical, crazy thing because all of our experiences in this past year have been fantastical and crazy, feeling as if something out of some story. The main character is a plague doctor who is a symbol of the frantic attempts of mankind to halt the spread of a disease that they really can't control. And it is kind of a symbol of the chaos of the whole phenomenon. Entire thing is a graphic novel style story in stark black and white, which zooms in at the beginning of this character and all of his attempts to go throughout this world and find a solution, and seeing how everything has been handled in problematic ways or in ways that are frantic but are the best that anyone could come up with. The ending zooms out with a similar note, where you zoom in and you see how crazy everything is and how big this problem is, and you zoom out seeing how everything is still crazy and we're only just at the beginning. And it focuses on the tragedy of everything and the chaos of it, and it's something that we can all relate to.
Can you tell us more about the plague mask that the bird doctor wears?
Of course. So that was a big thing during the bubonic plague, Black Death, that wiped out so many people. Famous instance in history. The doctors back then believed that wearing this mask stuffed with straw and incense, the belief back then was that diseases were caused by bad smells. It was referred to as miasma theory. So they thought that putting this mask on full of this incense and straw would filter out the bad smells. And whether or not it was effective is debatable, but it was the best that they had at the time and all that they thought they could do.
Was the plague doctor costume based on a real costume that you yourself have?
It is, in fact, based on a real costume that I myself have.
Tell us about your choice to render this in black and white.
The story in black and white was meant to show the grittiness and the sort of dark feeling of the era, and it put things in hard, simple terms, focusing more on shape and the lines for the compositions, rather than getting carried away with the scenic detail. And it gave the dark, gritty ambiance that I was going for.